Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Discard Dead, where we like to open boosters, boxes, and decks of dead, out-of-print, long-forgotten trading card games. And today we have a starter deck of the Tomb Raider starring Lara Croft. Released by Precedence in 1999, the same company who produced the Terminator card game, the Tomb Raider game features Lara Croft and other competing explorers and treasure hunters delving into caves and tombs in search for adventure, excitement, and hopefully a bit of treasure. Each starter deck features cards like locations to explore and equipment to aid you, as well as traps, wild animals, and other obstacles to overcome. This game tries to capture the heart and soul of the Tomb Raider games as you move, fight, think, and search your way to victory. So, let's get into it. Let's see what we can discover. On the box it says rules, dice, game piece, a 50-card quest deck, and a bonus 8-card booster pack. But I think there's a bit more to it than that. So we have our deck here. We have 2 dice, and we have our cool little game piece, a tiny little miniature. We have our booster pack, our rule book. We have a sheet of little tokens and counters and markers, and a depth gauge. This shows you how deep you are traveling into your treasure hunting site. So let's see what we have in our deck. Starting off, we have got a Lara Croft Spelunker. This is our character card. Steal item is an action. Lara Croft Adventurer, an upgrade card. Magnum Pistols as an item discovery. Small Medipack, another item. A Shoot Trap is an action. Hidden Exit is a trigger discovery. Run as an action. The Way Through, Hidden Exit. Move these over. We've got Pit Trap is an obstacle. Just Made It. Take Aim, Rough Ground, Bats, Wolves, Save Point, another Pit Trap, Push, a Dart Trap, Dark, Bounty, Bear, Leather Jacket, Wolf Pack, Ferocious Attack, Look Again, Good Shot, The Way Through, Triggered Door, Rope. Now we go into our location cards, it seems. We have a cave entrance, a safe cave, treasure cave, skeletal remains, a dim cavern, a giant cavern, an open cavern, an overlook, a fork, a bat cave, a wolf bridge, a sharp T, end of slide, bend left, hidden corner, bat roost, a pond, and a hard right. And Claw of the Cave Bear is our treasure. During the game, each round starts off by each player rolling a number of dice equal to their movement. Each character card has a list of stats. We've got our fight, move, search, and think. Each player rolls a number of dice equal to their movement. The highest rolling player moves first, and then proceeds clockwise. Then comes action. Players can move through a number of locations equal to their movement value. Moving into an empty space will prompt a new location being revealed. These location cards are all shuffled together and form a location deck. If a player would move into an open space, the top card is revealed. When a location card is revealed into an empty space, other opponents, your rivals, have a chance to play an obstacle towards it, which can then instigate a skill check to either overcome or fail, which can then result in special hindrances. Otherwise, players can go on to the search round. To search, we add the locations modifier, which is this card, to our character's search skill. and roll that many dice. The number that you roll, for your search skill check, you can choose an item discovery card from your hand that has a value equal to or less than that, and you can play it into what's called an unsaved space. During the game, you'll find save point cards. For example, a safe cave is a save point. When you're at a save point, at the end of your turn, you can choose to save, and any unsaved items move into your save slot. This is important for when your character either dies or needs to reset. Afterwards is the draw phase, where you can discard any number of cards from your hand and draw a number of cards equal to your think score, which is the yellow number there. You can then update your save file, as it were, if you're at a save point, or reset or reload if it's too hard, or if your player has already died. So this game seems to be like a major attempt at a roguelike card game, which personally I think is amazing. Having a location or a room deck to shuffle can make for some interesting games, and this depth gauge here is actually double-sided. So in a starting game, you would have a maximum depth of 4, starting with an entrance and ending with a treasure. The object would be to place locations down to form a path to get to that treasure space. So this is the depth gauge. Every location card that you play will be connected to the previous one. And the further and further in you go, goes up to even depth 12, which is going to be an extremely long game. During the game, players will run into obstacles, and obstacles have a max danger value. So for example, wolf pack is a creature obstacle with a maximum danger of 7. The max danger corresponds to the highest depth or highest level that a location can be at in regards to its depth plus the location modifier. So for example, an open cavern has a +3 danger modifier. And so for wolf pack to be played, it must be played at least depth 4 with at least a +3 to match that 7. I think the save point is an interesting mechanic. It can certainly make for more difficult, more easier games depending on how many save point cards you put in your deck. The game seems like it would probably benefit from being a board game, but I think this probably works as well as it does, it seems like. Or at least we'll see when the How to Play video comes out. Until then, that's it. Keep raiding and have a good evening. Bye.